Welcome back to Emblem Hunter. We're gonna do some exploration. We're getting down to the nitty gritty of this game. I think I'll just be skipping battles and just do what's it called?
Let's see.
Uh, the
We defeated Lord Arundel. The
Now what's it
Emperor must have
called?
been surprised. If we can keep up that fervor, perhaps we'll capture Fort Mercius.
do
and move
the
on to Imperial
seminars
capital.
instead.
We must not be overconfident, though. You're optimistic. Humans and beasts are ultimately the same. When they're cornered, they lash out however they can. They fight for their lives. Who knows how the Emperor will lash out? We have to be careful.
We took quite the detour. It was time-consuming, but finally, we got the information we needed. We crush the Empire, we get Lady Rhea back. 2 birds, 1 stone. First, we take Fort Mercius. I'll put my heart in it. I'll crack him like a rusty helmet.
Ultimate Sword Tournament? Well, there's this guy. The Ultimate Swordsman.
You fought well.
Thank you. Feel like
You haven't earned my
now I
faith.
don't have to worry.
You fought well.
Like, the only way I'm doing battles if they're monster battles. All I want is
You
gore.
fought well. You fought well.
Let's see.
Oh.
Professor, I have excitement in my heart for secret tactics. I enjoy attacks that are surprising.
Yeah.
I thought we could be using attacks like that at this fortress. But I am hearing a different thing. A brute force attack with all of our power, yes? Attacks that are surprising are also safer. Attacking from the front is dangerous. But I will give you all of my fighting spirit, Professor.
Yeah.
Let's see. My family made it through the conflict unscathed. Thank the goddess. It seems that Deirdre was the only place to really get caught up in the fighting. Did Claude intend to spare the Alliance territories from harm?
Yeah.
If so, he's a truly admirable leader.
Of course he is.
Speaking of Claude, I wonder where he is.
Right.
I love a good fortress. The perfect place to hide. This one's impregnable too, isn't it? Perfect! As soon as we take it, I'll set up a special spot for Bernie.
We can't take it. We can take it. It's not impregnable.
I guess you have a point. What would you call it then? A little pregnable?
Hey, Annette.
Oh, Professor! Good timing. You have to talk some sense into my father.
Recently, he's been doing nothing but work himself to the bone. Even when he's taking breaks from training and errands, he's apparently listening to reports, day in and day out. He's getting on in years, you know? I just want him to take care of himself.
I'm getting the head.
Oh, even when he... Professor, we're finally going to attack the Empire? I'm actually getting a little nervous. Please defeat the Emperor and save Lady Rhea. I'll be waiting here with all of the necessary preparations for a huge celebration.
Okay.
Professor!
Attacking an impregnable fortress head-on is rather impressive. Or suicidal. Depends on the day, really. You know Fort Mercius's nickname, I assume. The stubborn old general? It may be stubborn, but its age means it's gotta be hiding a few weak spots. Makes sense to aim for those areas.
Professor!
Let's see. Is it true Lady Rhea was taken to the Empire? Why'd they take Lady Rhea? Professor, they didn't take her to kill her, did they? Yeah,
Probably.
good point. If they did, we'd have heard about it by now. You gotta help her, Professor. I'm begging you.
Like, outside of draining her of her blood, like, every day, what other uses do they have for her?
That looks...
Yeah, you just...
Sitting around a nice... I know you're...
How's this?
Wake up, eat, train, eat, sleep. We gotta prepare for the assault, but that hasn't changed my routine. All that training and eating.
Weren't the Kingdom and Alliance once part of the same country?
Yeah.
If you think about it that way, it makes sense for them to unite. I suppose the Kingdom was once part of the Empire as well. Even if Fodlan came together, I wouldn't be surprised if it fell apart again.
I was thinking...
The Alliance has really been disbanded? I never thought such a thing could happen. As long as it doesn't negatively impact our lives, I don't care much whether we're the Kingdom or the Alliance.
With the Empire destroyed, the borders within Fodlan will likely become a thing of the past. With that, the rules of trade will change. Personally, I'm excited to see what these changes will bring.
Have you heard of the Crescent Moon War? That's when the Alliance won their independence from the Kingdom. Some 300 years ago, the ruling Duke of Leicester died without an heir, and the lords with blood ties to House Blythe took that chance to propose ruling the Leicester territory as a republic. The head of House Regan led the Leicester lords and fought fiercely with Farkas. They won independence from the kingdom. And now, here we are.
Professor! Fort Mercius is next, huh? Ah, the memories. It's a huge stronghold in my father's domain. The town's completely surrounded by high walls. I used to run around there when I was a kid, way back when a fortress was just a playground for me. Yeah, those were the days.
Could be.
I wonder where Claude will go. From the sound of it, he's leaving Fodlan altogether. He was strangely gallant about the whole thing. Even left his relic behind. Elusive and mysterious to the end, isn't he?
Yep.
Just as we suspected, Lady Rhea was taken to the Imperial capital. We must... I do wonder... He's pretty sure...
The majority is with us. This conflict will end soon. I am so moved by the decision that Claude and the Alliance nobles have made. That is true nobility, acting in accordance with the people's needs and wishes. As war drags on, those living near the front lines inevitably get the worst of it. Still, Edelgard will not give in. She will push to complete her mission, no matter how many people die.
Yeah.
Not everyone with noble blood has noble ideals. The majority that has ward still she will put.
Eloise.
So Lady Rhea was in the Empire all this time?
Of course.
Wish I'd known that 5 years ago. But there's nothing we can do about it now. What we can do, though, is topple the Empire. Will you seize victory with us, Professor? For the sake of the late Captain.
I've come here after getting chased out of the Empire. There's no place for our kind there anymore. But there are still many inside Empire territory who haven't abandoned their faith in the Church of Seros. I pray that one day we'll get the chance to rebuild the church within the Empire.
Definitely. I traveled to Kingdom territory because I was nearby. I did some good business.
Yeah.
Apparently, supplies are needed to reconstruct the Kingdom capital and the surrounding towns. I wonder where I should go next.
Alliance.
That's right.
What?
That reminds
Oh,
The
that-
Alliance dissolved so suddenly. Now there's widespread pandemonium. The lords are warring, mass confusion among the citizens. Or that's what I expected to happen. None of that seems to be taking place. They had a roundtable meeting and talked it out. Everyone's dealing very calmly with the situation. I guess if Dimitri turns out to be a crazed despot, then there really will be chaos. But he's not gonna go crazy again. He's okay now, right? The Death Knight is guarding Fort Mercius. The same one who was linked to Monica and to Flame's abduction 5 years ago. Anyway, he's one of the monsters responsible for Captain Gerald's death. We have to defeat him.
Okay.
Professor? You know, Professor, laying siege to a keep is like asking a girl out on a date. First, you get past her defenses, then you make your move.
Basically.
See, you get it. Our fearless leader, on the other hand, he's never been good with the ladies. Anyway, I figure you go after the main gate. You take that out, and I'm sure we can win. Of course, you're making the tactical calls. I'm happier to follow than to lead.
Unbelievable. The merchants. Hey, how about a favor?
Hey there. Come back anytime.
Here's an idea.
Right. Doesn't matter how sturdy the keep. If the commander defending it is incompetent, it can fall as easy as anything. That's what they say, at least. I wonder if that applies to Fort Merceus. All I know is, if I was the Emperor, I'd never in a million years assign an incompetent commander to a fort as important as that one.
Well, if you were gonna do that, you
The
probably
Archbishop has
want
been
not
taken to
Death
the
Knight,
Empire,
but
just as we thought.
but
why hasn't
Gaspar's
Edelgard
dead.
killed her yet? If she intended to use her as a hostage, she'd have publicly announced that she was unharmed. We don't know what the Emperor's intentions are. All we can do is fight on and pray the Archbishop is okay.
Professor!
Right. Death Knight. Going to fight the Death Knight. You're right. I'll have to face him eventually.
Professor?
Now that the alliance has been dissolved, what will become of the nobility? No, my adoptive father knows how to get by. I'm sure he'll do well for himself in the kingdom. All of Fodlan is going to change. I suppose I'll have to change with it. Singing is...
It's hard to...
Perhaps something about Lord Arundel rubbed me the wrong way. There was something off about him. Not that I've ever heard anything good about him. Have you ever heard of the Harim family?
No, they're an imperial house. Their territory is south of Ordelia's. Since Edelgard's rule, Lord Arundel had been governing the territory. It seems like his reign was particularly cruel. The people there suffered greatly under him. He seemed to be a good and just person at one point. It simply doesn't make sense.
So...
Even in the kingdom, only a few people knew about His Highness and Edelgard's relationship.
Yeah.
Me? I always knew those two to be like brother and sister. To think that we would come to see this world, where they are at war with one another. I live it, and can still barely imagine such a truth. I have a request. Even in the... Me? To think I...
Could I trouble?
Yeah. So, we're finally invading Empire territory, huh? There's not much we can do right now, except pray for deliverance. I truly believe that we have it in us to succeed.
So...
The Death Knight. I shudder to think of him.
He's got a unique
You remember
combat
my
quote with
connection
her.
to him, do you not? I am still working if we meet him.
Fort
Same with him.
Mercius is a keep that was constructed to defend the imperial capital, Enbar. We cannot enter the capital without first capturing that fort. But once we have it, the city should be almost entirely at our mercy. Now that we know Rhea is there, we must move with the utmost urgency.
Each step closer to Enbar, I'm reminded of another part of my past. Riches and poverty, glory and failure. That city has it all. And if I'm honest, sometimes I miss it. That's how the past works, though, isn't it? It's always a different story than what you really lived.
Animate.
Fort Mercius is the Empire's single most fortified military installation. Utterly impregnable, they say. I wonder, do you happen to know the nickname given to Fort Mercius? Deed of seems Fort myself. I have been called.
Really?
It appears that Claude has dissolved the Alliance. He's thrown away the pride of all the Leicester Lords who have walked the path of independence from Fargus for generations. I said from the start that he was not suitable to lead. Well, times have changed, haven't they? I suppose we can trust the kingdom now.
Yeah.
Professor, from this point onward, we're in all-out war with the Empire.
Yeah.
Are you prepared, Professor?
Obviously, there's like very few maps left.
I have already steeled myself as best I can. First, we capture Fort Mercius. The fighting will undoubtedly be brutal, but we must prevail. As far as this army and I are concerned, you're our last ray of hope. We are relying on you.
Claude has stepped down from leadership, and Leicester is now a vassal state of Fargus. The lords of the Western Kingdom are beginning to declare fealty to us in greater numbers also. The Empire is our only remaining enemy.
Let's... Dorothea.
Incredible. The Leicester Alliance is no more.
Yeah.
300 years of history. Gone and done. They write operas about events like this, you know? Dimitri will be played by the most handsome actor of the time. Hearts will pound as he takes the stage. What am I saying? Surely the most handsome man would play you.
Now we go to the underground.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. The Alliance is a thing of the past now. Times are changing fast these days. It's hard to keep up, even for me. I wonder if Abyss is on the verge of change too. Change leads to uncertainty, and uncertainty leads to... change? I don't know, I'm just a guard.
You.
So the Alliance is finished, is it? The leader's gone? That damn prince. Seems my role here is at an end. No matter. Should another chance present itself, I'll take a less subtle route.
That guy must have been an Alliance spy.
It's not that I don't sympathize with Lady Edelgard's goals, mind you, but perhaps not to the point of shedding blood for her ideals.
Perhaps.
Of course. But peace in Fodlan and a restore...
So, Claude abandoned the Alliance and ran off. I have a pretty good idea of where he went. Where anyone would go in his situation. Somewhere he belongs. Good question. Here's a hint. He's probably not in Fodlan anymore.
Yeah.
He may be gone, but he left his troubles behind. Now it's on us to clean up his mess.
We need to mop up the mess in the kingdom quickly. My family lives in Fargus, as do my people. I want to avoid exposing them to danger. My mother. She's been ill for a long time now. Moving her away just isn't an option. So for them, more than anything, I hope we can end this swiftly and give everyone the lives they deserve.
Now we gotta look at the trash. Happy?
Everyone seems pumped about fighting the Empire at long last. Personally, I find it difficult to get excited about killing people, no matter what side they're on. I'm on yours. It's that simple. If you fought alongside the Imperial Army, so would I.
Need something? See you again soon.
And now we talk to Buster.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Is it true that we'll be assaulting Fort Mercius next?
Yes.
That doesn't sound like the brightest idea. I've heard that it's built to withstand an attack from even the largest of armies. And not to tell you how...
Don't worry, a frontal assault always works.
I'm not ready to say my final goodbyes to everyone.
Hello.
I'm just...
Wow. Still a long way to go. What?
There. Not just an axes.
Nope.
I put in bows.
This...
And dump this in writing.
That worked out.
Set. Oh.
All. Pretty much only doing this for some points.
May I ask a question, Professor?
I guess I could do that.
Professor.
What's the latest, pal? Thanks. Not bad at all. Of course. Of course. Of course. What do you know? Of course. Of course. I'm not big on stuffy formalities. Do what you like and drink what you like, I always say.
Okay. Check.
Makes sense.
Observe.
A real knockout, aren't I? Go ahead, look your fill. Just... Interested in the majestic king of grappling's iron bod, yeah? If you want to watch, I'll be training later. Shirtless. You're welcome. That tea was delicious.
Let's do our...
Wish us luck. Pretty good job.
There is always more to learn.
It's all instinct now.
I'm looking sharp, huh?
Oh, Flame's birthday as well. Who we get?
Singing is... I am honored that you invited me. I am ever so grateful. So soothing. Huh?
Everything.
Huh?
Fish.
That tea was big.
What do we have in the way of battle? Okay. We just gotta do quick explorations.
Sitting behind.
That...
This isn't.
This looks delicious.
Yeah.
Oh.
That...
Singing.
It's hard to...
Myself?
So...
Even in me to think that I live it.
Professor! So...
Fort Mer... We cannot... Now that we...
Watchtower riches. That's how the...
Well worth the effort. No.
Up this in authority. We're really close to getting that final rally.
No.
X-Browse.
War is an effective
It's all... What?
I... Some new...
Balls.
Professor.
Gilbert support.
Guess that's that.
Seems simple enough. I am getting to the heart of it.
I've got the gist of it now.
Another quick exploration.
How's this?
This...
Some...
I like this.
This is near.
Singing.
It's hard to...
So...
What?
Even in the... Me? To think I live it.
Professor. Each step rich.
That's how the...
Myself? So...
Fort, we cannot, now that we...
I am ever so grateful.
Thank you so much.
My thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, recently, even when he's...
Oh. Professor!
Okay.
Professor!
Okay.
Up here.
We took quite... We crushed first.
No. Oh. Oh. I would... I...
As for this group, push action into A plus.
This... I understand.
Next. This. It is. And nice, let's push this.
What?
And I'll push this.
That... I...
Professor.
Oh.
This is working out.
I didn't even know I cared this.
Certification.
I have succeeded!
Well, I'm...
There we go. I want to get them ready for next chapter. How far away is battles. We should have enough time to do that. Come on, I need... Save.
Why not?
At your service.
Leave it to me.
I'll give you a hand.
We must destroy you now.
What's my strategy?
I'm your girl.
Thank you. There is still...
Guess all the fighting.
What's the plan?
Whatever it takes.
I am prepared.
I'd be honored. Victory will be ours.
Ready when you are.
We're at your side.
Let's turn the tables.
I'll cut through.
There's no...
It is done. Onward. I feel... I don't know what happened. Witness my resolve. Too slow.
Better you than me. All this violence. And for what? Thanks.
We can't be careless.
Oh shit.
Do whatever it takes.
I'm here. Let's do it. Now.
Or...
I won't falter. I...
Yes, a bird. He is a bird more. Save.
What's the plan?
I am prepared.
I'm your girl.
Leave it to me. It is done.
What's my strategy? This could turn the tides.
I've still got hit.
I'll cut through. One to remember.
Why not? This'll come.
I'd be honored. This should do it.
Ready when you are.
I'll give you a hand.
Witness my resolve.
One more.
At your service. What's next? All that.
Weak. All in his service. I'll cut a path for His Highness. Pathetic. Weak. Pathetic. Weak. Ineffective.
I don't think so.
Child.
Close one.
So come here.
All is going to plan.
One day. Wait, that's...
I won't stop here.
More proof of my loyalty.
show him.
Let's turn the tables.
All this violence, and for what?
Artia!
In the name of justice! I must steel myself.
So help me.
Weak. Pathetic. Ineffective. Pathetic. Ineffective. Had to be done. The better to serve his highness.
Or speed.
A threat eliminated.
We're ready. This may be our best option. Was the only way.
A bit here.
Thank you.
I came out on top. This time.
I still got bit of that. Ah.
cool.
Alright, this is going to be the end of the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and goodbye.